Hello everyone, BobbyToShay here with a tips and tricks commentary as well as some team deathmatch gameplay on Slums. Now before I get started, I basically just want to tell you guys that I am not the best Call of Duty player. I mean, yeah, I do play the game quite frequently, but I'm definitely not like MLG status. I mean, I have a positive KD, but honestly, I really don't care about stats that much. I basically just play the game because I really enjoy playing video games. And also, it's another way to connect with, my buddies that I work with and, other people that I know. But yeah, let's get started. So in this video, I'm basically just going to give you a few tips and tricks on what I do to try and, get some kills. And prevent myself from dying. So yeah, first off, the first thing I always recommend is using a suppressor on your weapon. Now it doesn't really matter what kind of weapon you're using, whether it be like an LMG, SMG, assault rifle, sniper. I mean, I normally recommend a suppressor just because I prefer to run around, lone wolf. So I never really have my teammates with me, so I never really have anyone to guard my back. So me not showing up on the radar whenever I shoot is a pretty good plus. I mean, suppressor, it doesn't really add much to your gun. Like I did notice that for a few guns it kind of reduces the kick, but that's also because I use foregrip and quick draw, so that helps out a little, I guess. Basically, another thing is I try to keep to the outside of the map, like running through the middle. A lot of people, right when they spawn in, they think they're gonna rush through the middle, go right through the middle, try and get the first blood, and then just keep going from there. But I really don't recommend that. Now, a lot of the time it won't work, but every now and then, you might get a little bit lucky. So I basically spawn in. Since I'm always going by myself, I wait to see, which direction the rest of the team's going. And if I see the team going one direction, I'm definitely going to go the opposite direction. Now, a lot of people don't do that just because, they like to be with a team so that they have people to guard their back. But I really hate assists, so I prefer to stay by myself. Now, I'm not saying I don't get assists because I go by myself, but, I can't prevent my teammates from following me. Basically, I try to stick to that outside of the map, right when I spawn in. I either go to the right or left, and I run around. I try to get to the back of their spawn without them noticing me. If I have to pick off one or two people silently, I'll try and do that, but it doesn't always work. Now, normally, I'll just try and get behind them because once you get behind them, they're kind of distracted by the rest of, your team. So it's easier to pick them off. You don't have to worry about some random person, running up on your side and shooting you. But one major thing you do have to look out for are campers. Now, there are a lot of campers in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. A lot more than like in all of the past Call of Duties. MW3 there were quite a few, but definitely not as many as there are nowadays. Now, I think it's mainly because some of the guns are a little bit more OP. Such as like the Remington and like the PDW. Those guns are a little bit overpowered. Now I'm not saying if you use those guns, you're a bad player or you like to use cheaper guns, but just in my opinion, I really don't like those guns just because I think they're a tad bit overpowered. But yeah, a lot of people, it seems to me, camp in corners, throw some shock charges, a bouncing Betty, C4, stuff like that. Now I do use C4, but I don't throw it on the ground and wait for somebody to walk by and then I blow it up. Like if I throw it, I'm gonna blow it up in midair to try and help myself out in an emergency situation. Now a lot of people will place claymores and all that good stuff, and then just camp in a corner and they'll sound whore. Now I don't use dead silence or whatever it's called, just because I kind of like to have dexterity on, so I really don't have to worry about, running around and people not being able to hear me. Because normally, whenever I walk around, I don't worry about people hearing me, just because I sprint a lot, but also, like, I'm cautious enough so that I'll check basically every corner that I walk past. Now, a lot of people think that's like a pretty stupid idea, run around by yourself and like just creep slowly, but I find it actually works pretty decently. I'm not saying I get 100 kills every game, but I get a decent amount. And you know, I don't know, I enjoy playing by myself. Like, playing with the team's fun and all, like if they're your friends, but you know, I really never stick with other people, and even when I play with my friends, I rarely stick with them in a group unless I'm playing some kind of objective game like Search or something like that, where you know, teamwork really matters. But I really don't play objective games, not because I don't like them, but mainly because I'm pretty bad at them. Since whenever I play objective games, it's like I have this instinct to rush 24/7, which I really don't know like why I do it, but I do, and 99% of the time I probably end up going negative or not doing fairly well, just because I really don't like that gameplay. Because with objective games, as I said, it's really all down to teamwork, and I'm a team player to an extent, but I'm definitely not the person that, like, I get an assist, I'm like, oh yeah, I got an assist, like, I'm pretty PO'd, I'm like, fuck, I definitely could have gotten that kill by myself. But I mean, it is what it is, you know, you can't always fix everything, and I'm definitely not going to sit here and complain about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my tips and tricks commentary. They're pretty shitty tips and tricks, but it's kind of the best I have to offer. As I said, I'm definitely not one of the best Call of Duty players. But yeah, if you liked this video, you know, the commentary, the gameplay, leave me some feedback in the comment section for the next video. Give me some good ideas of something to talk about. And yeah, like and subscribe. Y'all have a great day.